All right, good morning, everybody. I hope everybody's having a blessed day. It's a beautiful Saturday morning, and it's hot, and it's steamy. It's steamy already. It's not even 9 o'clock yet, and then it's already beginning to feel like it's in the 90s. But I just wanted to provide an update. It's been taking me so long to provide an update because I wanted to make sure I was able to show some results and some progress. So let me see. My neighbor over there trimming that tree. I'm gonna start right here. So over here in this garden bed, we got stevia, we got garlic, basil, oregano. The oregano, I'm really enjoying that. You got like, it reminds me of some kind of smoky flavor, and it goes real good in spaghetti and a lot of other stuff. The basil, you're gonna hear me mentioning basil. You're gonna see a lot of basil in this video. I planted that everywhere. Ginger is another thing that I planted everywhere. I forgot I planted this, and it's been growing pretty good. So in a few months, this will be ready to harvest. Actually, you harvest that, you take it out the ground, and you can get the actual ginger from here. And this stevia, my beloved stevia. Stevia is like my favorite, but I propagated this from the stevia bush on the side of the house, and it grew successfully. So this is another stevia bush that's growing over here. Let me see if it's not too loud. I can show y'all what's going on over here. So we got over here, we got parsley. Parsley hasn't grown much, but it is very potent when I've used it. I read something that said I should grow it in the shade, but I've never got around to moving it. This is aloe. The aloe is doing great. I haven't done anything to it. I haven't been using it much, as you can see, but it's growing beautifully. And I think the rain, all of that rain that we've been getting, got a lot to do with that. Here we had a pineapple sage, still going strong, as you can see, but I don't know how to use it. I really don't. I don't use this. I don't use it. So like, it's growing kind of wild, and what I was thinking about doing is I can cut this piece off and use these leaves for compost, but I don't know how to use that. The basil's going strong. Really, the basil is really to help with keeping bugs away. A lot of bugs, but some bugs eat basil, as you can see, like right here. But it's not a lot, It's not a lot of bug damage on the basil, so it's still doing its job. And here, I decided to let the mint do its thing. This is chocolate mint, and I'm just letting it do its thing. Maybe I can try to keep it in this area. I think this area is big enough for it. I actually had some growing over here, but I had a lot of grass growing along with it, so I put some cardboard and I put some compost on top of it, and that's what we got here. Now, the compost didn't come out as fine as I wanted to, so I'm in the process of trying to break this compost down. But I would rather this instead of putting up with that grassy look. I just wanted to make it neater and cleaner. And I may have to do it over here too. We'll see. Now, this is orange mint, and like I said, I gotta make sure this compost. I gotta get this compost right. I may have to take it out. I may have to take this compost out and replace it with some better compost. So we'll see. But I decided to, my main reason for letting the mint stay is because I found a lot of different ways I can use it. You know, I add it to a water bottle a lot. I'll break a piece off and put it in water. Um, somebody that I know, they wanted me to make them a mint plant. I was able to sell excuse me, I was able to sell them a mint plant. I put it together. Um, at one point I even used some of the mint as an air freshener for our shoes, me and my son's shoes. You know, it's a lot of different ways you could use mint. And we also have the garlic. I mean, not the garlic, but ginger. It's growing. I forgot I planted this here, and it started popping up. So I'm thankful for that. This is something else that's supposed to help with keeping bugs away. It's another way to do natural pest control. So I'm letting that do its thing. So over here we have Purslane. This has omega-3 fatty acids in it. So I just left it here. This is a weed. You might see this in your yard. But this is good to put on sandwiches and salads. And you probably, most likely, won't even taste it. Well, I did try it. And I don't even remember tasting it. I did try it. But this is a healthy weed that's grown in our backyard that we could use for our health. But I'm just I let it grow, and I keep it trimmed. I didn't cut the grass this week, cut it last week. But when I cut the grass, I just trim it, and I just try to keep it neat. And if I don't use it, for my food, I can always use it for compost. And it could add green content and nitrogen for my compost. So, what else we got? Over here, we have the banana tree, all right? The banana tree was originally in that brown pot over here. And the banana tree is doing good, even after transplanting it, relocating it over here in a bigger place. This leaf popped up, I think this leaf opened up like 2 days ago. So it's still growing, it's still good. We still got the leaves popping out. I'm just trying to see it through so we can get some bananas. Right here I made another melon plot because I had a rough time with the melons here in the backyard because I didn't plant them in direct sunlight. So I was trying to start some melons over here in a place that gets more direct sun, but the seeds sprouted, but they didn't continue. So I think the soil that I used I think it ended up slowing them down at some point. So I'll show you where I moved those seeds. But let's go over here. Let's see. We're gonna get to that melon soon. So we still got excuse me. We still have sweet potatoes growing over here. The blueberries still going. There are no blueberries on here because this is the first year. The blueberries they start blooming really their second year. So I'm just keeping it healthy, keeping it watered. If you don't add lime to it, you can add a tablespoon of vinegar to a gallon of water to help acidify your soil, because blueberries and even strawberries like acidic soil. The sweet potatoes. So I just planted these slips. I think in June, at the end of May, just because I had extra slips. I didn't want to waste them, so I just planted them here, and I'm just trying to see how they're gonna grow. I have been fertilizing them though this time around. This spot I had the strawberries in, they seem to stop. The plant seemed like it had lost life. So we got basil right here, and this is cabbage. Xavier was giving away some free produce, and the cabbage was going bad. So I took the bottom off of it, and I planted the root, and it's beginning to turn green around here. And I'm just waiting for it to take off, pretty much. And I got my basil right here, and right next to it is pest control, natural pest control. Now this is the melon that I had. I started in that melon plot that I just showed, and it's doing pretty good. After moving it's doing pretty good. It's looking pretty healthy and strong right now. Now sometime last week, or was that earlier this week, I was eating one of those mini melons from Rouse's, and excuse me, and the mini melon, it was supposed to be seedless, and which I usually don't eat. I actually bought that melon by mistake. I didn't realize it was seedless. But what I noticed is that mini melon, it was supposed to be an orange tender sweet mini melon. I noticed it had a lot of undeveloped seeds in it. Then while eating it, I actually came across a seed. So I took that seed immediately and I planted it right here. So I'm waiting on it to sprout. I even put the date on it, if you could see that. But I'm waiting on that mini melon seed to sprout, and I'm gonna see if it sprouts. And we just gonna go from there. I'm gonna try to use this spot to grow that melon. We still got sage right here. I started this sage. I grew this from seed. I got these seeds from the Dollar Tree actually, and I don't know what to do with the sage. I think you just use it for seasoning. You can use it for seasoning, but I haven't. So actually I just transplanted some tomatoes that started growing in a mint plant in the front. So I'm thinking, because this spot gets a little bit more sunlight, I think I might move those tomatoes right here, right next to the sage, so the sage could act as natural pest control for the tomatoes. So right here we got a lot going on right here. Right here, actually, this is basil. I told y'all it's gonna be a lot of basil in this video, and even ginger. Oh, what was that? Oh, that was a cicada shell. Is it alive? No, it's not alive. I need to put that in the compost bin. They don't do nothing. If y'all ever see a cicada on your plant, don't be alarmed. They don't do anything. They might eat other bugs, but they're not gonna eat the plant. Or usually, to my knowledge, they don't. But this is ginger, because I was pretty much running out of space. I just didn't know where to plant the ginger. So I got ginger right here, and we got basil. And I caught this raspberry on sale at Lowe's. Now it's odd because it's not shaped like a bush. I don't know what's going on with this raspberry. You see how long it got? I got it, and I used a little fish emulsion initially when I got it, and it just grew like this. So I don't know. I haven't researched what I should do about this thing. I don't know. It's healthy. It's just like the bottom half of it don't seem healthy. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do with it yet, but I just been watering it and trying to keep it healthy. That's what I've realized about plants. If you don't know what to do and if you don't know what to do with a plant and you want to keep it, at the very least, just keep it healthy. Just keep it watered, and then you can go from there. So that's what I try to do. Um, Shout out to Robin Reedy, because this is the okra they gave me. This is the okra. This is some kind of African variety. I just picked some okra yesterday. A few pieces. We got one getting ready to get picked. We got these trying to come in. Yep. So they're doing good. And what's interesting, what I noticed about this okra is, look at these offshoots. So it don't look like they stop. That's what's interesting about it. Reedy, what did you get me into? But it's cool though. They doing good. They doing good. And I got these plants from Lowe's right here. I forget the name of them. I had the tag, but it seems like they've been acting as a bit of a trap crop. A trap crop is what you would call a plant that's used that you want the bugs to get to so that it doesn't get to the other plant. So that's what this plant seems to have been acting like. And these leaves for this particular plant, it tastes like spinach. They're edible. Uh-oh. I just heard something buzzing by my ear. It wasn't a pleasant buzz. It sounded like a bee. Y'all, during this video, if the phone fall and you don't hear nothing, I'm out. That's probably because I heard a bee. What I learned in gardening and farming is this is how I operate. If I hear something, if I hear a bee, if I hear that little buzz, that low buzz, and I can't see nothing, I'm out. That's it. I'm gone. And now sometimes if I could see it, if I could see what it is, then I can know if I need to go or not. But if I can't see it, I'm gone. That's it. I'm out of there. So thank you for your patience. I think that was a bumblebee just flying by. And make sure, another tip, something else I learned. Oh yeah, I see it too. It's about the cucumbers and the eggplants. Let me show it to y'all. I don't know if y'all can see that. Y'all see it? But you see, but this is why we don't want all of the bees killed. This is why we don't want the honeybees killed, and this is why we don't want the bees killed, because they help us get food. See, it's stopping by every flower by some, or at least some of the flowers on the cucumbers, and it's pollinating. It's helping me get food. But another tip I learned about when gardening is that you don't want to smell sweet. You don't want to have any sweet smells on you, because the bees can mistake that for a flower. So you want to try to be unscented. And also it's good to wear hats and all of that stuff. All right, so back to this. Be careful. All right, it's gone. The cucumbers have been doing good. Cucumbers, look, I got one growing right here. Look, and the cicada right there chilling. He gonna be compost, don't worry. Got one growing right there. Actually, this morning, what I want to try to do is I want to try to finish pruning this cucumber bush, this cucumber plant, so that I can get more, so that we can get more cucumbers. But it's doing good. I try to keep them lower leaves. I try to keep them cut, keep them off, because you don't want too much water getting on the leaves, and that helps spread disease. So it seems like right now this plant got a lot of life left in it. And actually, another thing about this plant is that it got off to a real slow start. And I was debating, I was actually thinking about getting rid of it because it was just moving real slow. It was growing real slow. But um, honestly, once I started using some organic fertilizer for it, and then I think what helped a lot was the rain. The rain actually helped it a lot too, and also feeding it correctly. I always try to, well, within the recent years, I always try to start off by not fertilizing, but I'm learning plants, they need a lot of food. That soil has to be well fed, and then the plant, it needs it needs food almost constantly too, kind of like us as people. We don't just eat one certain type of food. We don't only drink water. We need juices. We need a lot of other different kind of nutrients. So that's what I've learned about these plants. These plants, they gotta eat. You know, but I do believe that you get better results. I feel like you get better results from using organic fertilizer compared to synthetic, because I feel like synthetic things, the leaves might be bigger, um, but it appears that organic could give you a little bit better quality compared to things just being big. So um, and look, we got a honeybee going by the basil. If you notice, this basil is right here in this bed. Is in front, the cucumber, and I don't have a lot of problems with the bugs. I see a little bit of leaf miner damage. I don't know if there's much I can do to prevent that, but I haven't honestly. I feel good because I haven't been using many any pesticides. I have pesticide. I have organic pesticide stuff, but I haven't had to use it. So I really think companion planting and planting basil and stuff like basil and ginger and um, a lot of those different things. I think that's really helping. I have another bell pepper plant right here, and I was just able to give my mama a bell pepper off of this, and it's produced like 3 or 4 bell peppers. Since I planted it and started feeding it. I think I just got it last month. So it's doing good. And this is a bell pepper plant that I had in that garden bed over here. I moved it over here and I began using the organic fertilizer for it, and I think I was really behind. I think I was really behind on fertilizing this thing. And finally, here, look at that. It's beginning to grow. And there's another one. Look, here's another one beginning to grow. And then too, of course, the rain. The rain definitely helps. So yeah. And I have some yellow. I had a yellow bell pepper. One of those yellow bell peppers that I got from Xavier's food giveaway last weekend. My wife got she bought that food home, and I took one of the seeds out of there and I planted it here. So I'm waiting to see if that's gonna sprout. Just because I want to see if I can grow a yellow bell pepper. So it'll be fun if that'll happen. So here we have some more sweet potatoes. Now this is actually a sweet potato bed. I tried making, this is all compost that I tried to make specifically for sweet potatoes. And I've been keeping them fed and been keeping them watered, and I've been keeping them trimmed. Usually I just let those vines get real long. But this year I'm trying it. Shout out to the New Orleans gardener. She recommended trying to keep your vines short. So I'm trying that. And it's a mixture of Japanese sweet potatoes regular orange sweet potatoes, and Okinawan, which is my favorite. The Okinawan is purple on the, it's a royal purple on the inside, tan skin. You bake it just like a regular sweet potato, and it tastes like Kool-Aid. It tastes like grape Kool-Aid. I'm not lying either. Um, you ain't gotta put nothing on. You ain't even gotta put nothing on the Japanese sweet potato. That one tastes like maple, man, and they real good. So if y'all ever run across those, those are some real good ones to try. Over here I have a leaf sprouting up. That's sugar beets. I'm trying to grow sugar beets. I tried it early in the season. I got it to sprout, and then it died out for whatever reason. But this time, it seems like it's starting to grow. So I don't really know what I'm looking for when it comes to sugar beets. So if y'all know, let me know. But it's looking like it's starting to grow. So I'm just keeping it watered, and I'll continue to research and see what else I need to do. And with these sweet potatoes, I don't know when I'm gonna pull them out. I actually planted these originally in March, and then I got the tip about. I said, well, I think I want to try keeping these vines short. And by the time the month of May came, the vines was all over the place. Everything was tangled. So I uprooted them, and I trimmed them and replanted these. And I've been keeping these trimmed. And what we do with the extra is we'll either eat it for salad. We eat it for salad, put some salad dressing on it, mix it with a cucumber and tomato or something like that. And the rest, I'll just put it in compost. So now this is where, and this is growing too. I don't know what this is. It looked like a radish. I don't know if it's a radish or if this is, Google Images said a Chinese green. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what it is. I don't remember. But the cucumber plant is combining. It's kind of hanging out with the eggplant. We got an eggplant growing right here. I'm looking for other ones, but if this one make it, that's fine with me. I was just trying to grow it and go from there. Look at that ladybug. Can y'all see that? See them ladybugs? They eat the small white bugs called aphids. So they cool. If you can see it under here, I got basil, more basil, and some purple sweet potatoes right here, Okinawan, growing right here. Look at that honeybee. Let me get out the way. Now, this plot right here, I had the Tuscan melon. It's a kind of cantaloupe. I had that growing over here, and I got rid of it. I pulled it out because it wasn't producing. And I had melons. The melons that I had were like the size of golf balls, and that was kind of disappointing. So I just pulled it out, and I said I'll start over with another kind of melon. And but really, this is I believe I struggle so much over here is because this side is shaded and it doesn't get a lot of direct sunlight. So I believe that was my problem with the melons over here. Here is a tomato plant. Well, somebody gave me this tomato plant. He wasn't doing anything with it, so I said I'll take it. I'll try to see if I can do something with it. And this is one of the tomato plants that I'm thinking about moving over here right next to the sage so it can get more sunlight. And this is the one that sprouted out of my mint plant. I had I made some compost for my mint that's planted in the front in a pot, and it sprouted. So I just transplanted it over here, and it's doing pretty good. But I need more sunlight because I tried to grow tomatoes earlier in the season and only got 2 tomatoes off of it. But it was at the community garden, and I wasn't watching it or giving it attention every day. So in this plot, I was trying to do watermelons, and I have one melon growing right here. This is supposed to be a crimson sweet or all sweet, and it's been this size for like the past week. So I'm trying to figure out what I need to do to it, or what I need to give it so that it can continue growing. And this is a sugar baby. I think this is as big as it's gonna get. Let me see some more, and I gotta get out of that pot. I have it in that pot to help, I don't know, to help it with pest control and to keep it from getting blossom end rot, because I had a lot of melon buds. I had a lot of potential melons over here, and I had a lot of them get blossom end rot. A lot of them. And that was during the time we kept getting those heavy rains every day. It was raining every day, multiple times, and I believe that had a lot to do with it. So the rain can help, and the rain can hurt. So, but I'm thinking maybe if it would have been in an area where we got more sunlight, maybe, maybe more melons could have survived. I'm not sure. I got more okra over here. That's the okra that friends of us gifted to us. They're loving the soil over here. More ginger, and honestly, I haven't had any problems with any animals trying to get this melon because I think this melon, I think this is as big as it's gonna get. I think this is as big as it's gonna get, but no pest tried to come and get it. And I also believe that's because, let's see over here, I got garlic planted. This is garlic right here, and look, more ginger. So one time a squirrel was digging right here, and I planted the onion, or I planted garlic right here. No squirrels ever came back. So, like I said, I really believe that planting stuff like that gives off a strong aroma. That really helps keep bugs away. All right. So, like I said before, earlier, I was telling y'all about the my situation with the cantaloupes. So, because we have a long growing season, I'm not giving up. I haven't thrown in a towel yet. So bam, here we are right here. This is Haley's Best Jumbo Cantaloupe. So these leaves are nice and healthy. I planted this last month, early last month, I believe. Yeah, early last July. Early in July I planted that, and this has been planted, I think, since the end of June. This was like a backup seed, a backup watermelon seed. This is growing pretty good, so this should be giving me flowers any day now. And this is a Kuho watermelon. This is a Kuho watermelon. Sister Gwen gave me this, and it hasn't sprouted yet. I don't know why. She said they take long to sprout, so I'm hanging in there. I'm just keeping it watered. But that's what that's supposed to be in there. So I'm just trying to trust the process. And I got a compost pile that I started using this space for compost right here. Still working on this compost, trying to perfect it and make it more fine. That's why I added more of those leaves there. Shout out to Robin Reedy for the rain barrel. I gotta set this up. Actually, I want to get this set up within a few minutes because it's supposed to rain today. It's a good chance it'll rain today. But overall, I'm proud of the progress. I'm proud of the progress that I've seen this summer. I have some tomatoes. I mean, not tomatoes, some potatoes, some Yukon Gold potatoes that we were able to grow and harvest. I still have them from like 2 months ago, and I never got around to making those mashed potatoes that I wanted to make. But like every year I'm doing this, I'm seeing more production. I think I could get more production out of doing this, but I just rather do it without. I always try to start off without using fertilizer, but I'm just finding that at my level, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do that and get the kind of production that I want. So I'm seeing more and more production every year, and like I said, I haven't had many problems with the bugs. I might have a little bug damage here and there, but not much, to the point where I gotta start using chemicals for help. So I'm real proud of that. Proud of the production from the cucumbers and the peppers. Like I said, I'm gonna try to get more. Out of those cucumbers because it seems like they have a lot of life left in them. Let me see what's going on in the compost bin. Okay. What's that? Okay. I don't know. Actually, my compost bin, I think I'm about to get rid of it. I think it served its purpose. I don't even know what's the status of the stuff in there, but I'll get around to it. But let me see if there are any other tips I could give. If y'all got any tips for me, if y'all got any anything to share, please feel free to like and comment. This is how it's going down for me. The watermelon. Oh, what I wanted to say, the watermelon at the community garden, I actually successfully grew it, but it's split. I'm gonna try to post a pic in the description, but it's split due to too much rain. I should have picked it earlier, but I didn't want to pick it too early because with watermelons, if you pick them too early, they won't taste good. So, I mean, it's a learning process. It could be challenging, but it's still fun. I just feel, and I also feel like it's just growing food is just something that we need to know how to do. It's just good to know how to do. So that's why I keep trying to do it. This is a compost bin. I couldn't really see what I was working with in here because of all of the rain. It kept that hindered what I was able to see, but I'm liking what I'm seeing in here. Okay. This might be something we could work with. And I actually saw this on the side of the road. Somebody set this out so that we could take it. So I got compost in here that I just started on Thursday. I'm still using this right here. This is horse manure tea. Horse manure that was steeped in water and then got a lot of rainwater mixed in. So I plan on using a lot of that to water this bed over here. And that's going to be some good nourishment. That's going to be some real good nourishment for it. So So that's what's going on. You know, I'm still out here working, just trying to get more food, trying to successfully grow these melons. That would be my main thing. And my beloved sweet potatoes. I gotta get some. Gotta get some. So y'all let me know what y'all think. Like I said, comment, like, share, subscribe, whatever. Let me check on this mint plant. See that dragonfly? Dragonflies, they don't do nothing. Anytime you come around dragonflies, you know they always try to get going. So I had sweet mint in this pot. This is the compost that the tomatoes had sprouted out of. Yeah, there's some good compost right here. It's fine. It moves. It's not too heavy. This is actually a tea leaf. My wife drinks a lot of tea, and I put one of those tea bags in the compost, and this is what happened. So this is a tea leaf. And Google Images, it'll tell me what tea leaf it is. I looked it up, but I forgot what kind. But so really, what I'm trying to do here with this is I'm trying to have all kind of mint in here so it could smell good. So I'm gonna let it get some of that rainwater today if it rains. And I also have some mint compost that I'm working on. Let me show it to you. So here's another compost bin. This is in the garage actually. And these in this small box within this bigger box, this is mint compost. This is from some mint plants that I got. And after I use my mint leaves from the water bottles, I just been putting them. I try to remember to put them in here, so that, and the purpose of this is to try to make some compost specifically made for mint, so that it'll be easier for them to grow. So we'll see how that goes. You know, that's one thing I like about gardening and farming, is that, you know, for me, it gives you the opportunity. It helps me be creative. That's what I like about it. So I'm about to get going. I didn't mean for the video to be this long, but y'all let me know what y'all think. If y'all got any tips, comments, any questions, feel free to share. All right, y'all have a good day. Bye.